Hello and welcome to Georgia. If you're unfamiliar with where the Republic of Georgia is located in a region called the Caucasus, which consists of Armenia, Azerbaijan, and of course Georgia. You might also hear the region referred to as Eurasia, where the very east of Europe meets the very west of Asia. Georgia was a Soviet state from 1922 up until 1991, when they declared independence from the Soviet Union. So you'll see a lot of Soviet influence here. The national language of Georgia is called Georgian. It uses an alphabet. I've never seen anything like it, but it's super cool. But you'll notice that the majority of people here are speaking Russian, and it's always assumed that we're Russian. There aren't too many American, British, or Australian tourists here. And we're only about 3 hours from the Russian border, so you'll see quite a few Russian tourists here. It's my first full day here in Tbilisi, Georgia. Unfortunately, I have food poisoning. So far on this trip, I've gotten food poisoning in Guatemala, Colombia, and now here in Georgia. So just gonna be laying in bed for the next day or two, and then we'll go explore the city of Tbilisi. So after days of agony and lying in bed with some of the worst food poisoning I've ever had, it's officially time to explore the beautiful city of Tbilisi. On y va? Qu'est-ce qui se passe, ma famille?
Because you want to play? Yeah, I think I will. I'm not now, but when I start working, I'll buy.
So when you're doing long-term travel, you always talk with other backpackers about what they miss most about home, with the exception of friends and family. For some reason on this trip, I always have the same answer, and that is Wendy's. I've yet to see a Wendy's on this trip. It's really more of a North American thing. But we met a guy in Turkey that told us that there is a Wendy's in Tbilisi, Georgia. So we've got it plugged into Apple Maps, and we'll believe it when we see it. Oh, maybe not. Yet another country with Bitcoin ATMs. There you have it. She is beauty, she is grace. Well, it's certainly not like Wendy's in the US. Horrible. Tom, Etienne have officially arrived in the Kazbegi region of Georgia. Kazbegi is home to some of the largest canyons, mountains, lakes in all of Georgia. And it's the pictures I saw of Kazbegi that really inspired me to come to Georgia. Hopefully I can help show you just how beautiful the landscapes are here in the lesser known country of Georgia. Wesh ma gueule. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a? More than just Moscow and St. Petersburg. This isn't my proudest of moments. Wow. fly my drone. This is my dream. Welcome to Kazbegi. Absolutely insane. Trinity Church. The image that inspired me to come to Georgia in the first place. I'm gonna try to. All the views here are just stunningly beautiful. So this is the Holy Trinity Cathedral of Tbilisi, and it is magnificent. Wow. This, along with the Alexander Nevsky Cathedral in Sofia, Bulgaria, are probably two of the most impressive cathedrals I've seen on this trip so far. Alright, so last day here in Tbilisi, here with Sergio, and this morning we decided we're going to get some tattoos. So we're heading to a tattoo parlor. I'm definitely going to get one. He's still on the fence, but we'll see what kind of deals we can get. Stay tuned. It's a little bloody right now, but it means day by day in Georgian. It's been the motto of this whole trip. And yeah, I love it. What do you think, Sergio?
Dude, I wish I got it, but I've already spent too much money.
Yeah.
I'm so jealous he got this. Fucking solid.
Alright, so yesterday we said bye to our friend Tom. Been traveling with him for the past 5 weeks. It's been a blast. He's off to Albania now, so good luck out there, Tom. And today, Sergio and I will be leaving the city of Tbilisi, and we'll be heading up to the high mountains in the far northwest to a town called Mestia, a very small town. So it should be about a 13-14 hour shuttle ride, and we'll see you when we get there. So for some reason, they didn't let us on the bus to Mestia. So me, Sergio, and 2 Russians and a Belarusian are gonna split a cab. So it should only take about 7 hours. Should be an interesting adventure. So I just arrived at my guest house here in Mestia. This is actually my first private room, I think, since Wales. So much needed. Definitely gonna get some rest here. And I actually have 4 beds, and it's a giant room. This cost me about $8 a night. So I've removed the plastic wrap from my tattoo. Here's how it's looking after a couple days. Pretty fresh.
Morning, sir. Hiking guy, let's go.
Let's ask a price, eh?
See how much this is going to cost. How much to Chiladi?
Afternoon it will be good weather.
How much for one way?
One way 50 lari.
50 lari. Is that for 3 of us? For 3 people.
Wait, 50 for 3 people?
Or 50 total car price. So 15 lari, 17 lari per person.
Kazbegi Glacier. One person?
For everyone.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Ah,
Okay, bye-bye.
Kako hitri.
Deer. All right, after a little bit of swindling, we have found a cheap ride to the Tbilisi Glacier hike. It's about a 2-hour hike. Me, David, and Sergio are gonna head in there. Pretty wild landscapes. Let's go, boys. All right, to start the hike, it's a pretty sketchy, rickety bridge. Just gotta be very careful. Be very careful. Woo! Wow. Definitely feels like Michigan out here. Yes. Yeah. Made it to the glacier. I'm gonna get the drone in the air. Boys are gonna get closer to the glacier. Almost half a year into this journey. Here we are in the mountains of Georgia, and there's a glacier that separates Georgia and Russia. Now that's what I call adventure. So to end this week's video, me, Sergio, David, our friends from Russia, and our buddy from Belarus are going to hike the Ushbo waterfall here on the border of Russia. This place has potential to be insanely beautiful, so enjoy the views.
Это маленький котенок, которого мы встретили в лесу. Это девочка.
These crazy Russians. This is proving to be a very challenging hike. I think we're almost there. There's David and Mark. See them? I've decided I'm going to be spending the next week in Georgia as well. And me and some friends are going to be doing the Mestia to Ushguli hike. So it's a 3 to 4 day trek through the mountains. That'll be next week's video. It's going to be absolutely stunning. Thank you all for watching this video here in Georgia. Hopefully it shows you just how beautiful this place is. And I can definitely say it's, yet again, one of the most beautiful places I've ever been in my life. So I'll see you next week here in Georgia.